Most DJs shop in the same digital craze, Beatport Top 100 or your favorite trending DJ pools. However, that's why everybody's DJ set starts to sound the same. That's why I'm in Leeds at Tribe Records to give you some places where you can find underground DJ music in 2025. So here's why the usual sources don't cut it as a DJ. We know the importance of digging, but most digital stores are designed to promote what's already selling, not what's new or original. And even with filters and genres, you still get funneled towards the same commercial sounding releases with the algorithms feeding you tracks that you have already heard before. That's why we need some tools that are built with discovery in mind, not just downloads. So where we're going to start is today's sponsor, which is Volumo. Okay, let's have a walk through Volumo. But before that, I want to show you why I really resonate with Volumo in the first place. So it has a fair reward policy for the artists and DJs who upload tracks. So as you can see here on the website, it says, we know you love to be able to set your own prices so you can decide the price of tracks. Volumo operates on fair principles, providing more favorable conditions for artists and labels to thrive through the idea. We take pride in our artist-friendly approach, where 75% of revenue goes directly to the provider, which is the artist or the DJ. Okay, let's dive into the site. So we're talking about digging and finding for music, not just the top 100 charts. And that's why I really like Volumo, because it's set up in a way where you need to go and find and discover new tracks. There are charts for sure by individual DJs, but the joy is really browsing through the individual music store. So you come on the front here and there's some options and some really cool tools to share what you have discovered also, which we'll get into. So first of all, there's not too many surprises. It looks like your typical music DJ store. So at the beginning, you've got some hero images here, which is best of the month, featured Volumo Direct, and then some shareable visuals, which is one of my favorite parts, which we'll come on to. You've got some featured releases at the top here. And if you take a look around, you're not gonna probably recognize some of the names unless you are really sort of into underground music. You've got your top artists here. You've got exclusive series. Now, these exclusive series are actually exclusive. They are only found on Volumo. They are sent directly to Volumo, so you can be sure that they're not anywhere else. So let's start doing some digging. You come to the genres, and again, you're gonna recognize some of the genres, and then you're gonna discover some new genres on here too. So you've got your typical Afro house, bass house, dance pop, deep house. Then you've got some things like micro house, which I want to look into. I don't know what micro house is, but we're going to have a look into it. You've got psytrance, progressive, UK garage. Let's have a real deep dive. So I'm going to go through micro house, which I don't know anything about. So you get a description here: minimalist house music, glitchy sounds, minimal techno. All sounds pretty good. So if we go to explore some of these tracks, you've got the standard play button here, where you can play through the track. Try a few different tracks out. So I like that. So we've got this track here, Get Something by Brian Stanley. It's micro house. You've got the key. You can add this to your shopping cart. Shows you the price as well. One thing I'd like to start with is by building a shopping cart. So what I do is I would go to here, add, and I would go to this add section. It's just like creating a playlist in Recordbox or Serato. And let's go with micro house. So you can see it starts to build me a playlist, which is really good for music discovery if you're looking through some separate and different genres. So let's dive deeper into this track. So if I click on the track, you get way more information about it. You've got Brian Stanley, Get Something Original Remix, album, label, published date, etc., BPM, and you can click and go deeper into these. So if you like the track, if you like the label, you can see here it's on Douche label. So we go into click this. You can follow the label. You can go to the label's page. You can see it's got 48 albums with 171 tracks, or you can share. So if we like this track, we can dig deeper on the label. So let's go to the label page. You can see here, there's the track Get Something. It's got some suggestions underneath here as well by the same artist. So this must be all from the same LP. So you've got Get Something, you've got I'm Feeling Something, I'm Feeling Something, the remix. Underneath here, you've got some more tracks on the label. So you can see here the label, you've got the release dates, and you can see here the individual genres as well. And you can click on these and go deeper and deeper. One thing to note is you can download these in any format. So you can see here, you can buy and download as a WAV, AIFF, MP3, FLAC, and you can re-download them as many times as you want, as long as it's on Volumo, which is good because on some record pools you can download things like twice, but this is good that you can do it as much as you like. One thing I love is the share button on Volumo, and I've not seen this on any other digital DJ store. So if I click share, you can go to download or customize, and what you do is click on customize and you get this editor. What it does is you can play the track through, and then you can edit these visuals to post on your social media, which I think is a really, really good touch for sharing music and underground music or supporting artists. And you can customize this, so you can go through different color patterns. You can go here and totally change the colors. You can change the background. Let's go for a nice white. You can make that a square or a circle in the middle. You can change the aspect ratio. You can have just a image or a video. I love the video aspect of it. Let's go for this nice red color with this white background. Let's go for a circle. And then you can adjust where it's going to play from, how long, and then just hit download. And as you can see here, it's downloaded the track for me, ready to post on my social media, which is just an amazing way to support artists. Or if you're the artist yourself, it's a great bit of content. Let's dive a little bit deeper. You've got exclusive here. You've got Volumo Direct, which basically are tracks that are published here directly by artists and labels. And you've got the exclusive, which, as I mentioned, hot tracks that aren't available anywhere else. So let's do some digging into this section because I'm really interested in finding some tracks. Let's have a look at the deep house tracks. That's nice. I like that. Let's keep going. We've got Quiet Revolution EP by Sepp. So this is house. You've got a deep house track. You've got a tech house track. Let's try this one. Let's go with the tech house one. Yeah, that's really nice. So what I'm going to do is start creating my tech house playlist. And then I want to do a bit more of a deep dive into tech house, so I can click this tech house button here. We can have a look at the focus charts, featured releases. Another thing I really like is these featured releases are not part of any sort of paid marketing by the artist behind the scenes. These are curated by the team at Volumo, professional DJs, musicians and artists. So it gives everybody a fair shot at being featured. Basically, the music just has to be good enough. So we're in the tech house section here. We can have a look at some top artists. You'll notice, you might know Riva Starr. We can come and have a look at some of these artists. There's some featured labels, popular genres. Then you've got Volumo direct releases. Let's have a look at some of these featured releases. That's nice. Yeah, I like that one. I'm going to add that one to my tech house playlist. Another thing you can do is start personalizing your Volumo. So let's just say I like this track by Lauren Steele. I can give Lauren Steele a follow. I can then give the label a follow. So you've got Render Records, 71 tracks, give that label a follow. Then if you come here to My Volumo, you've got this profile section, you've got your playlist, and then you've got following. So you've got followed artists, followed labels. If you click on that, you can see here Lauren Steele pops up. There's the Lauren Steele tracks. If you go to labels, we've got that Render Records label there. So you can really start to personalize your unique style, your unique sound, and start following artists and labels that you really care about. At the top, we've got releases. Now, a lot of digital stores will, again, sort of push popular tracks towards you, whereas releases is literally a chronological running order of tracks that are being uploaded to the site. So I'm recording this on the 4th of September, 2025. You can see the tracks that are being uploaded today are literally front and center. So you can really start to get some exclusive, fresh, brand new music before anybody else in your DJ sets. Have a listen to some of these.
Yeah,
One thing I do love is this filter section, which follows you along as you scroll at the bottom. You can really dive deep into some filters here. So you've got time range, last 7 days up to a year, last 90 days, last 180 days. This is really cool. Show albums that are either featured, curated, or all. You can hide listened, show all, hide fully listened, show listened only. You can select all at once of these: followed, exclusive, Volumo direct, charted, purchased. We just select some of these, and then you can go into all the genres here, DJ tools. Let's select a few of these categories here, and then it can go even further in advance and show you the Camelot wheel if you're trying to mix a whole mixing key, or adjacent keys. You've got the circle of fifths as well, and the keyboard, so you can select any of them. Here's your filters. You've got BPM as well, and you can apply them filters, and it will filter through really, really well. It's really quick and really clean as well, which I really like. You've got a pre-order section at the top, again, for upcoming tracks if you're supporting or following a label or an artist. Then if you want to have a look at some DJs' charts that they put together, you've still got that typical sort of chart option, but these are very bespoke charts from selected DJs on the platform. You can go and have a look at some artists, drop them a follow, scroll across, have a little listen to what they're releasing, what they're playing, and you can do the same with the labels as well. Have a look at Snapped Records, give them a follow, and this will all appear in your following section to really start to customize your Volumo profile. So as I mentioned, I'm personally using Volumo to really dig deep and find them gems for my sets. Download the track, export it straight into my record box, and it's part of my sort of regular workflow. So to recap, there's no subscription, you get full ownership of the music, you're buying high quality files, the interface is designed for digging deep, and you are supporting independent artists directly. There's a link in the description if you want to get 20% off. Just check the description for more information. Okay, let's check out some other platforms, and I put this to the Crossfader community and asked where you're getting your music from, and there was 2 legendary stores that came up a lot. First one being Traxsource. Traxsource is legendary. It's been going for years and years. So let's have a look at the platform and see how it compares. So again, a very familiar digital store at the homepage. So you've got your top 100, DJs, top 10s, genres, featured, spotlights, just added, and Traxsource. So you can do some real digging, and I'll avoid the top hundreds, which is part of this video. We're talking about finding and digging deep, so we're going to avoid that. We're going to avoid the top 10, and we're going to have a look. You do have your top 10 down the side here, similar to Beatport. What I would say about this is that the audience, I would say, is very much focused on house music. It's more of a house music store, but don't get me wrong, there are plenty of genres within it. So let's have a look at the genre tab. You've got house, deep house, soulful house, and I'd say that they're the sort of most popular genres on this site. But you do have your pop and dance, you got your DJ tools, you got your sound, samples, classic house, techno, etc. At the top here, you've got featured. So this is where I would start with digital digging, with trying to find gems. You've literally got a tab that says hidden gems. You've got upfront promos, new releases, compilations, essentials, weekend weapons, best of, which we'll avoid again. We've got what's hot. So let's go in the hidden gems platform here. So we've got hidden gems and hidden gems July. So these are going to be tracks that are sort of deep within the platform. So let's have a look. We've got hidden gems, essential house, again looking at the house genre. We've got the name of the track, the artist, and the label, and house as well. As you hover over these, it will allow you to click into each one. So if we just open up the artist into a new page, you can see here we've got White Square. We've got all of White Square's tracks down here. Got his popular tracks, and then we've got his top 10 tracks. So let's go into his latest tracks, have a look. Up here you've got follow, again similar to the Volumo. So when you're logged in, if you click follow, you can have this little My Traxsource area at the side here, and all you need to do is click on My Artist, and you can see here that White Square will show up in your artist there. And you can have a scroll through the tracks. I like this little bio section as well, gives you a bit of background into the DJ. Really like that. You've got a play button, you've got a cue track button, and you've got the little follow button. So I can click on this, I can either follow the artist. So there's 2 artists on this track, Metro Plane, Daniel Wilson. You can follow White Square, and you can follow the label as well. You can obviously deep dive into the label. So we go to Club Sweat. Here's the label page. And again, you can start to play some music through here. Follow the label. And then you've got some share buttons at the side here. Now you've only got Facebook, you've got X, and you've got some embedded codes here. But for example, if you click on the Facebook one, it will basically come up with create post, and it will allow you to share the label and write some comments about it if you want to promote it. But it is very limited to just Facebook and X, or you can embed it on your website as well. So that is slightly more limiting than the creator on Volumo. And again, you've got latest releases, popular tracks, and it is a digital DJ store, so you can buy them individually and you can add them to a cart. So if I click on add new cart, let's name this Tech House. Create the cart. Then anytime I select to purchase, you can see now I've got this Tech House cart, which I can just start building. Then if I just come to the cart section here, you can see I've got Tech House there with my track inside it. You've got a wish list as well. You can go and check out. One thing I do love is you can select what type of download you want, MP3, WAV. You can check out here. Very simple checkout. You can also enter a discount code if you have one as well. Let's go across to some of these sections as well. Spotlights here. I like this section. You basically got some like highlighted labels and artists. You can see here you've got Kind of Music, Masters Work, the relaunch. This is Snatch Records. So if we go to Masters at Work, you can see here it's got a bit of a section and a bit of a history of Masters at Work, and it's got a section basically dedicated to, I guess, Masters at Work. You've got all of their tracks down here. You can see Masters at Work are put together a bit of a section here. It says My Favorite Masters at Work, Part 1, Soulful Classics, and so on. Just Added would be a great section if you're doing some DJing. Again, it's tracks that are being uploaded in chronological order. So these are going to be very, very fresh and very new. Let's just have a click into some of these. We've got this LP, Variety Music Press Signature Volume 27. You can buy the whole EP, or it looks like an album actually. Have a little play through. Yeah, I like that one. I'd add that one to my Tech House playlist. Then one thing I do like, it does give you recommended tracks at the side for ease of use. But again, if we're doing some digital digging, if we're looking for the more underground tracks, we're going to be wanting to go and try and discover them ourselves. So overall, this is a legendary site, Traxsource. Thousands and thousands of DJs trust it and use it every week. I do find it to be a bit more old school and a bit more weighted towards your traditional sort of house music, but it is very, very popular in the DJ industry. Next place is Juno. Now, Juno is very well known for selling DJ equipment and selling vinyl specifically. It's a marketplace for vinyl. You can go and buy and sell vinyl, but they do have their Juno Download, which is their digital store. Again, very old school. I remember using Juno Download many, many years ago. But let's take another look around here. You've got the genres at the top. Again, nothing too surprising. There's nothing not seen before in this video. You've got new releases, bestsellers, DJ charts, and then this more section, which is the recommends, the pre-orders, sample packs, and stems is an interesting one. We're going to come on to that. So if we just have a little browse around, you've got the home page, new releases. Again, I do like when you get hit with new releases as opposed to your top 10s, your top 100s, even though the top singles and albums are on the side here. But it's still going to be not your typical, commercial chart music. For sure. So I do like that front and center, you've got new releases, you've got some exclusives as well on this platform, some label focuses, you've got recommendations on these hero images. So let's go through and have a look at some of these new releases. Let's have a look at this one here, Transatlantic Kiki. Let's have a look at that, it's interesting. So click on here. Now I like this interface. I like the information, how it's laid out, it's super clean. We can hover over the artist, track title, the artist, and I'm guessing the label here is Rekids. We've got minimal Tech House. Again, hover over that. We'll be able to click that. You've got your play, your queue, wish list, and then buying the track individually. And again, the share buttons, not as advanced as Volumo's with their sort of customizable download for social media, but you can still share this on Facebook if you want. Let's have a little listen through. We can hover over the play button. I'ma beat that ass. I'ma beat that ass. Then we've got it looks like an EP, so you've got the three remixes here. I like it when there's a little bit of a description about the track itself. I do like that. You've got related artists, which is nice, where you can go and really do some digging on some similar sounds. Played by, I'm guessing this is where it's hosted, so in the Juno Recommends Minimal Tech playlist or folder. Other releases on Rekid, so all the information is quite condensed, so I really like that. You got recommendations of people who bought this, also bought similar tracks down here, which again I really like. So let's do some digging into the artist, Transatlantic Kiki. So if I click on this, or is that the track name? If I go on Hillit Colette, there's the artist. If I get the name wrong, I'm sorry. Hillit Colette. We've got the releases here, so we can go down, have a look through of all Hillit Colette's tracks, and there's a lot of them. You can see here some have been on Defected. That's nice. Have a look through. I'll do some digging. Again, I like the little reviews that they have here. Let's take a look at another track. Nice. Again, if I click on this plus button, if I click on the purchase button of this, we can buy the whole EP or we can buy them individually. And down here, you can select what format you want. It's got all the major ones, FLAC, WAV, MP3. As a DJ, personally, I'm playing 320s. But if you're buying them individually, you might want to opt for a WAV, a bit more higher quality. And again, you can start to build charts or wish lists. If I just go to chart and I just log in, you can see here it says chart updated, the following has been added to your chart, and we can do that with other tracks as well. So we go add to chart, create your own personal chart. So if we just go and make it to house vibes, you can add some tracks and then you can just publish that chart. Let's go and have a look at some more new releases or genres. You've got bestsellers, DJ charts. DJ charts are always really good because they're very individual. So let's just go to, I like UK Garage. Let's have a look at some of these UK Garage charts. We've got Warlock here. Let's have a look. Have a look at August tracks.
This a body, I left him on a track. Can't this killer man, I tell man Jack. Man of the wickedest from way back. Who know about this? Who know about that? Could I skinny or fat? Could I biggie or pack?
That brings me back to Tribe Records. Don't underestimate the power of a physical record shop. Good record stores are curated by music lovers. The selection is often lighter and more interesting than what the algorithms can offer. Talking to shop owners or regulars can introduce you to local scenes, rare pressings, and even promo copies. In fact, many vinyl-only releases never even hit digital stores. You can try before you buy, and when you find something that hits, it feels different. Much like Volumo, record stores are about supporting underground artists and culture that fuels our music scene. If you want to stand out as a DJ in 2025, you need to dig deeper. Volumo is my #1 recommendation right now because it's fast, DJ focused, fair to artists, and loaded with a lot of underground bangers. There's a special link below where you can get 20% off. And if you want a full deep dive on where DJs can find music, you can just watch this video right here.